So loud. Beautiful.
Too
Thank
quiet.
you, Raymond. It's a little too quiet. You can turn up a little bit. This is the Semi Sports Show Friday Rewind. Producer Ray's on the ones and twos. We're here to tell you exclusively, undoubtedly, unequivocally, why the Red Sox suck. I have the answer for you. Also on the show, we've got Celtics primed for a postseason. Bruins, a little backdoor postseason action, just like Irene on a Tuesday. Mike Vrabel in hot water again. 10 questions from a guy named Rob. This or that with Chief Bobby. Simplest minds of the week. This is the Simple Minds Sports Show Friday Rewind. Welcome to the show. Thank you there, Raven. Stylings from the great Maryland-based band Coldstream. That song is called Fight Song. You can find it on Spotify now if you'd like to go listen to that. Welcome to the show. We do want to start Red Sox, Bobby. I know you're excited for this. Now, in the email here, I do have myself kicking this off with some opening takes, as we generally do all the time on segments, like we're used to doing. However, seeing as you are baseball, Bobby, why don't you kick us off with the opening take on why the Red Sox suck?
Because this team fucking blows, Rich. Everybody knows that. It's fucking obvious. Why are we wasting any time talking about the worst team in the worst sport in America? This is a terrible idea. I advised against it. I was overruled. Here's the take. This team blows. History shows it. Move on, please.
Thank you, Bobby. And if anyone watching on YouTube, you'll find that Bobby is yet again in another new room, same stupid headset. So hit that subscribe button for us. Hit the like button. You jackasses all know how algorithms work these days. We need your help boosting up the likes and the streams and the clicks and the dicks. So go ahead and do that. Raymond, give me your opening take here on the Red Sox this season so far.
Thank you there, Richard. So basically the bats have been quiet. I mean, we did win today against the Brewers, but I think they're going to quietly come back up. They're going to, Roman Anthony's going to find his way. Trevor Story's going to find his way. Jarren Duran's going to find his way. The one problem with the Red Sox that I don't think is going to fix themselves, Ranger Suarez. This guy fucking blows. If you guys want to do a whole segment on why Ranger Suarez and you paid him all that money instead of Alex Bregman, we could do that. Because this guy, there's no hope. He's got the yips. It's in his head. He's going to be a lost cause for the whole fucking season, and he blows.
A beautiful segue there, Raymond. Good enough for me to tell you once again to go ahead and hit the subscribe and like button for us. And I'll tell you why. Because my opening take is it's not the ownership. We heard the sell the team chants from Fenway the other day with John Henry and his creepy old face looking confused and finally getting it. Look, it'd be great if you sold the team. His energy is obviously not in winning, but he's spending money. They're sixth in payroll. They're spending $265 million this year behind only the Dodgers, the Mets, the Yankees, the Phillies, and the Blue Jays. Now, the Blue Jays are spending $308 million. They're the next closest to the Red Sox, so you got a little bit of ways to go. But they are sixth. They're not cheaping out, okay? The luxury tax is $244 million. They're spending $265. They're in the tax. It's not spending money. It's how they're spending money, with the doofus behind it all and Craig Breslow. And you just hit it on the head, Raymond. Ranger Suarez. That's my opening take. I'm going to continue now. You can take me off. The Ranger Suarez deal, in a nutshell, is how Craig Breslow operates as a president of baseball operations in MLB, which, if anyone doesn't know, this is his first time going around and was the 11th option that the Red Sox had a couple years ago because 10 people turned down the job because of how bad John Henry was managing his team, despite the fucking World Series. It was World Series last place.
Do you brag about that then? Would you go home and be like, honey, I got the job? 10 other people said no, but I got the job. I'm the 11th. I mean,
you know what? This is one of those scenarios
Goddamn right I would.
Like, you see this a lot of times where someone gets thrust into a position and go ahead, thrust into a position. Anyone want that? No, okay.
Too easy.
You know what's a perfect.
Ray's mother's trained. She gets right into position on her own.
No thrusting needed. A perfect classic sports analogy is Gerard Mayo. Gerard Mayo was handed an opportunity too soon. And he should have just politely said, no, I'm not ready for this. It's going to cripple my career. That's what Craig Breslow should have said. He should have politely said, you know what? I'm not ready for this because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And Ranger Suarez is a clear example of that. They blew the Breslow deal. They went into the offseason asking
Bregman deal.
Bregman, thank you. Breslow blew the Bregman deal. They said they needed a right-handed bat, and they don't do it, Bobby. And they said they needed a number 2 starting pitcher. They blew the Bregman deal. They didn't get a right-handed bat. And at the end of free agency, the last guy on the board, last big ticket number on the board was Ranger Suarez, who just got his last contract of his career, last big contract of his career, going into his 30s twilight, the exact fucking contract that they have been telling us that they don't want to sign for 5 to 7 years. So they're just reacting. Craig Breslow is not qualified for the job. He had a dismal offseason. They didn't add anything, and you can see it on the field despite taking 2 out of 3 from the Brewers and maybe figuring a couple things out here in the last couple of days. Craig Breslow needs to go. He's not the answer. But it's also not why they suck. They suck because their entire philosophy, their entire from top to bottom, the way they think about baseball is bananas. It's just bad. It's poorly run. Their development system from the minor leagues all the way to the big leagues is just not adequate. They're not doing it well. And you can see it with your own eyes in every one of the prospects that they bring up. They had to teach the number 1 prospect in baseball, Roman Anthony, how to ground a ground ball in the outfield at Fenway Park last year. Because the first one he saw in live action went through his fucking wickets out there in right field all the way to the wall, and he had to go chase it down like a jackass. And now he can't throw all of a sudden. So
is that a mental thing, though?
He might be a mental thing because they've thrust him into a position that there's just too much pressure on him at this point.
Thrust into his cistern position. Fuck yeah.
There we go. That's what we're looking for. A little energy from that, Raymond. Sorry, I got lost in my rambling. They decided to move their entire philosophy into the launch angle. The launch angle philosophy in baseball. If you want to date this back, they fired Dom Dombrowski, and then they brought in these guys, and all they taught their kids in the minor leagues is how to hit home runs. And since that time, they have been the worst defensive team in baseball, with the most or second most errors for 5 out of the past 6 seasons. This year, they have the second most errors. 2025, last year, they had the most in baseball. They had more than the Rockies and the White Sox, who are statistically the worst team ever. 2024, second most errors. 2023, second most errors. 2021, second most errors. So they're not teaching these kids how to play defense. They're only teaching them launch angle and how to hit the ball out of the ballpark. So you'd say, well, now they're coming up. This must be a pretty good slugging team. Nay. They're not a good home running hitting team. They're not a good power hitting team. They're a good strikeout team. Past 3 seasons. This year, the 8th most strikeouts in the league. Last year, 8th most strikeouts in the league. Year before that, 3rd most strikeouts in the league.
Consistent
suckitude. Generally, fine. Maybe you have some big power bats in there. They strike out 218 times, but they're blasting 30 home runs out of the ballpark. Nay. This year, they're 23rd in home runs. Last year, they're 15th, which is pretty good for them. The year before that, 2024, they were 9th, which was a goddamn miracle. 18th and 20th. And the prior years from that, 23 and 22. So bottom of the league, bottom third of the league in power hitting and home runs. So then logically, Bobby, you'd say, well, if they can't field and they can hit for power, then they must be putting their eggs in the pitching basket. No, I'm sorry, Ray. That's not actually the case. And I'm just going to go by the old man stat here, the ERA, earned run average, which I know the nerds have problems with that, but trust me, all the stats suck. Pitching this year, they're 23rd in ERA. Last year, they actually came in 5th because you had a back half of the season from Giolito and Bayo that was kind of lights out. Giolito no longer with the team,
and Bayo stinks now.
Bayo fucking blows. The year before that, 17th in ERA, 21st the year before that, 25th the year before that, and 15th in 2021, the year they went to the AL championship. They're not an elite pitching team. They can't even judge their talent. They just shipped Kyle Harrison off to Milwaukee. We just saw him. He shoved his 2.6 ERA up your ass. You traded him for Caleb Durbin, who is hitting, I think, 110 as your replacement for Alex Bregman. Not great there. The year before that, you shipped Quinn Priester for 3 guys you'll never fucking hear from. Quinn Priester went on to have the most wins for the Brewers last year, who had the most wins in baseball in a sub-3 ERA or sub-3.32 ERA. This is all to say. That was a little bit inside baseball. A lot of numbers there. I know Bobby's getting angry.
Bobby loves numbers.
I was already angry.
They have no leadership from the top. They have no vision. They have no idea what they want their organization or ball club to be. They are simply reacting, and they are reacting to the overall philosophy from their ownership, which is just financial. They're just going to make sound financial decisions to be a profitable organization. And you hired a guy in Craig Breslow in your scouting, in your development department that don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're not qualified for the job. So you need to find people who can operate within the parameters of the financial system you're put in place, which is the 6th most in the league. Shouldn't be that hard, Craig Breslow. You fucking blew it. I'll sum up in summation. The Red Sox do not blow because of ownership. They blow because they have no leadership. They have no vision. They have no idea what they want to be. They're simply reacting with a core of executives who have no clue what they're doing and are underqualified to be in their jobs. And they're just throwing shit out there and hoping it works.
Can I play Race to Damas?
I yield the floor.
Can I play Race to Damas real quick? I'll tell you 3 things that are going to
we have a lead-in or some AI graphics for Race to Damas?
Catch the video on YouTube when I edit it later on. First, this is what's going to happen first. Alex Cora will be fired, guaranteed. If it keeps going like this, he will not make May. You got the Tigers coming up at home. You got the Yankees coming up at home. You will be fucked. Alex Cora will be the scapegoat. He will be fired. Second thing that's going to happen, they will play a little better. Jason Varitek will probably be the manager. The young kids will like that. A World Series champion, a Boston legend, blah, blah, blah. They'll play a little better. Come trade deadline time, they'll be buyers, allegedly. They'll be in on every single big name that's out there. Whatever starting pitcher that's on the trade block, whatever big hit right-handed bat that's on the trade block, they'll be in on them. They won't get them, but they'll be in on every single one of those. And then third, come August, their top prospect, the shortstop, Franklin Arias, whatever it is, they'll be the big talk. Wait till he comes up. Wait, boys. Next year's our year. We got a young nucleus. This year wasn't our year, but next year is going to be the year. And then we're going to repeat that next year.
It's not a bad Race to Damas. The next year is going to be a year with young talent. They've been pulling that string for.
Oh my God. That's all you hear about.
And and I'll let you finish up here, Bobby. And I know you're going to wrap this up nicely here, baseball, Bobby. You just mentioned the trade deadline. Last year's trade deadline on a team that was competing. Again, you had the best starting pitching in the league in the back half. They traded James Tibbs to the Dodgers for Dustin May. Now, let me tell you why that's important. If you combine, let me tell you who James Tibbs is. James Tibbs was the best prospect that you received in the Rafael Devers trade. Does everybody remember when they traded Rafael Devers in his $300 million contract last year? Because he wanted to play. What was that again?
Third base.
Will you play any other position, Raf?
Third base.
Very good. We're going to ship you off because we don't want your contract, and we're going to take back a bunch of prospects. One was Kyle Harrison. He's gone. He's pitching great for the Brewers now. The highest prospect of that return was James Tibbs, who's currently hitting .415 with a 941 OPS in AAA for the Dodgers right now, which leaves you with absolutely zero in return from Rafael Devers, unless you want to count Caleb Durbin on a second tier comeback from James Harrison. And the replacement that you had, Alex Bregman, you let him walk because you're bad at your job. So you can't judge talent. You let Tibbs, Priester, and Harrison walk out the door because you didn't want to pay a guy. And then you didn't sign the fucking guy that you brought in to replace him in Bregman. And your leadership is completely gone. Sorry, I'm going to go on one more tangent. Did I not fucking say this right? Toot, toot. Billy Baseball said no. I said the number one thing you need to do this offseason, day one, is sign Bregman again. Because he was basically the coach the whole fucking year. He was a catalyst for their success, and they strung him along, and he told him to shove it up his ass, and they fucking deserved it. Toot toot. Should have signed that guy November 1st. You fucking idiots, Breslow. Fire Breslow. Bobby, please sum us up.
We could have skipped this entire 15-minute segment and just gone with my opening take. As I said, this team blows.
That's not inaccurate. You're absolutely right. If you'd like to hear more useless ramblings on the baseball and Red Sox, please, again, give us a follow, hit the like button, and subscribe. We'll be back next week with probably something similar on the Red Sox. Until then, we'll be right back tonight with some Celtics talk. Good song there, Ray, against Stylings of Coldstream. If you guys want to check that out, that's on Spotify. The Celtics, speaking of Stylings, they are priming up here, gentlemen. We can take this wherever you want. This is a little bit of a repetitive segment for me, but I did get in the weeds again on the Missoula ball. And there was some interesting things that actually there's a little bit of positivity to it. So I'll wait to give you that. Bobby, if you want to give us your opening take. Just your, state of the Celtics here as we're looking at the playoffs next week.
This year was just in general supposed to be a reset year. That's what we were told. Tatum wasn't going to be here, but his return has immediately reset all the expectations. Now it's immediately they're going to make the finals, or it's a bust of a season. And here we are as they're coming down the stretch, and we got Jordan Wall shutting down LaMelo Ball. Yeah, they're really ready to go. Missoula's going to be able to use him and use these new pieces in the postseason, right? Because he's a good coach and he's going to get these things done. Oh, wait, they're just going to jack a bunch of threes and probably lose in the second round. Sorry.
I don't like that. I have more positivity than that, but it's in the general sphere. Ray, thoughts on the Celtics?
I'm not like Bobby. I'm not a boob. I see the eye. I can gauge the eye. I can gauge the eye talent. Oklahoma City Thunder, they were on a 12-game winning streak. Celtics stopped that. They beat them. Then the Hawks were winners of 13 out of 14. Stop that run. The Celtics are playing prime basketball right now with Tatum in the lineup. They're the best team in the NBA. They should go to the NBA Finals, and I think they have a chance to raise banner 19 because they are that good. They don't even need Joe Mazzulla to coach. The five nucleus that they have on the court with that starting five can easily shut down and score on any other NBA five they put out there. So, yeah, Celtics are going to raise banner 19 this year.
I hate people say banner 19. Just say championship.
Banner 19, bitch.
Yeah, so lame. Do you have your Celtics sock wrapped in your loose dong right now? Your footy pajamas?
Ask your mother.
Let me give you a little ray of hope here for the Boston Celtics moving into the playoffs. Bobby's right. Expectations are back on with Jason Tatum. Ray's right. They should come out of the East. Cade Cunningham is down for Detroit. The only real competition I see, we can parse that if you'd like later on the segment, but their biggest enemy is going to be themselves, like it was last year in the second round, and their three-point shooting. So what I have for you here is some statistics by the numbers, some Joe Mazzulla ball that may just make you feel a little bit better if you have some apprehension based on last year. So this year, we're going to go, this is just 3-point field goal numbers here from NBA.com. Okay. This year, the Celtics are currently fourth in 3-point attempts at basically 42 attempts per game. And they're 10th in 3-point percentage, which is 36%, which is about what they've been the last several years. They shoot about 36% from behind the arc. Their field goal attempts, they're fifth at 90. So that's up from last year. And their field goal percentage is 15th. Not that great, honestly, 46%. And then I found this interesting. The free throw attempts, dead last in the league in free throw attempts. So
SGA probably has more than them.
They have 18 attempts per game. I think SGA has like 12. So, the corresponding style of play there, when you're fourth in the league in 3-point attempts and last in the league in free throws, you shoot 36% from behind the three. You shoot 80% from the free throw line. You can start doing the math. Obviously, this show would like a little bit more of an adjustment back to getting to the line and shooting some more twos. But they have done that this year, especially compared to last year. Right now, they're shooting 48 two-pointers a game, 42 three-pointers a game, and the 19 free throws I just mentioned. Last year, that was basically flipped. They were shooting more three-pointers than two-pointers. I think it was only the second time ever in NBA history that a team has done that. And it bit them in the ass in the playoffs. Let me just finish with these statistics, because this is one the nerds and the youngins always shove up your ass. Based on those statistics I just gave you, they're second in offensive rating in the league, which is come to find out. And I did some deep digging. I actually looked at the formula for offensive rating. Can I sum it up for you? Fucking bullshit. There is pages of math, like pages of fucking math to figure out an offensive rating, which is just basically how much you're going to score within 100 possessions. Like, what's your efficiency? Which I don't know what that means, because they're 21st in total points per game. So I guess when they get the ball, they score more efficiently than other teams. But what if they just score more fucking points than you? Lucky they're fourth in defensive rating, so they got a good defensive squad. I understand. But you're only scoring the 21st most points in the league. So your efficiency can be great, but if you don't score more than the other team, you're not going to win. Now, that doesn't hurt them.
That is true. That is the truest thing you've ever said.
Let me say that again. If you don't score more points than the other team, repeat after me, you will
lose.
You will lose. That's right.
Wow.
That's right, kids. Now, in the regular season, that has not hurt the Joe Mazzulla Celtics, because the nerds have figured out that your efficiency over 100 possessions is more accurately distributed, or more properly, efficiently distributed, if you shoot three-pointers at a 47% clip that they're shooting if you shoot 36% from behind the line. I went deep today, boys. I even read a scientific study. I don't know. I went a scientific study on high school boys basketball, and the same. Would it be better if high school boys shot three-pointers versus two-pointers? No, high school boys suck at three-pointers.
Bingo.
They shoot about 30% from behind the line. In order for it to work in the NBA, you need to shoot about 36% from behind the line. Guess what the Celtics shoot? 36%.
36, yeah.
They are right there. They are right where they need to be, just to make it worth it. Except when they get in the fucking playoffs, especially last year. So quickly here, last year, obviously a wild disappointment. During the season, they shot 48 three-point attempts. They shot 37% behind the line, killing it. 90 total free field goals. Again, over half of those were from behind the line. Once they got to the playoffs, their attempts stayed about the same. They shot 47 three-pointers per game in the playoffs, but they only shot 31%. That's high school boys basketball level. And the nerds will tell you that if you shoot that low, you will lose. Very good. Very good, class. Very good indeed. Let me just give you the numbers from the championship season. During the season, they shot 42.5 three-pointers to 44 two-pointers. So they were above water there, shooting more twos than threes. They shot 39% from three during their championship season in the regular season. When they got to the playoffs, three-point attempts dipped a little bit. So they shot less three-pointers, 40 per game. And that percentage stayed at about 36%, which would tell you they're probably playing within the offense, shooting good shots. Oh, also, they had the easiest run to the championship in NBA history, so that helps. So, Ray Stradamus, I get to this year, and if you do have such an easy path to the championship, which they might, which we can get to here in a second, this year they're back on that championship trajectory. They're shooting 42 threes per game. They're shooting a little over 36% from behind the line. They're shooting more twos than threes. They're shooting 40% three-pointers to the 50, whatever that math is on the two-pointers. So they are on the same track from their championship team. They've dialed back the Joe Mazzulla three-ball with Jaylen Brown leading the way, getting to the line and getting to the rim. and they're back on the trajectory heading into the playoffs that they were in their championship season when it comes to three-pointers attempted and three-pointers made in that style of basketball. Did everybody follow along?
Yep, they're going to win the championship this year.
my
you just fucking said it. You fucking just said it. All those numbers
from this. My takeaway from this is if you look, like the numbers are here in front of the email, but that championship season, they shot 47% three-pointers during the regular season. They shot 47% three-pointers in the postseason. This year, they're shooting 40% three-pointers in the regular season. I would be very surprised if they not shoot about 47% three-pointers in the postseason, as opposed to last year, they shot 53% three-pointers in the regular season. That went up to 57% three-pointers in the postseason. And you all remember that Knicks series when they were blowing 20-point leads with brick after brick after brick after brick.
They lost.
So did they learn something? Maybe. Is it corresponding to Jason Tatum's injury? Maybe. But what they have not done, Bobby, they have not forfeited their overall philosophy. If anything, they've tweaked it, but they still are totally reliant on shooting 36% from the three-point line at about 47% of their shots. And if they don't do that, then they're a high school boys basketball team. They won't score more points in their team, and they will, Raymond,
lose.
Thank you.
It's an excellent analogy. Excellent analogy. I like the high school boys basketball team. And the way I played in high school, I was ahead of the curve because I was jacking threes, baby. So I was ahead of the curve there. Toot, toot. So if we're going to go here and look at the math again, if we're looking at the championship season, so in each year of the regular season, the 3-point percentage is up. You get into the playoffs when team decides to actually contest every shot and play defense. Obviously, your shooting percentage is going to go down. So if I'm looking at these numbers, and right now in the regular season, even though they're shooting only 47% threes and only making it at this 36% mark, which we're deeming is the acceptable level, once they start to go up against playoff caliber defense, where every shot is going to be contested with the utmost level of effort, it looks to me like they're going to go down to 31% because that's what I'm seeing here. So it's that 3 to 6% drop. It's going to go below that level of efficiency, which means that they would need to evolve their play, which we haven't seen.
Well, now let me just throw one more variable into the equation. Their championship run, they shot 36% all the way through the playoffs. Why? Because they played absolute dog shit for competition. So is there a team? Let's just stick with the East right now. We know the West has some solid competition. Is there a team in the East that can do what let's say the Knicks did to them last year? Are they? Here's my takeaway. I don't think that they are going to do themselves in the way they did last year. I think that lesson at least was learned, and it's Jaylen Brown's team right now, and he doesn't play that style of basketball. Totally. Raymond, is there a team in the East that could push them to just outright beating them if the Celtics don't beat themselves?
Knicks. It's the only team. And I give that the Knicks. The only team that has a shot at beating the Celtics is the Knicks. And I'm not saying the Knicks are favored to beat the Celtics. I'm just saying, you're just asking, is there a team? The Knicks. Other than that, no. There's no one. I think they have a clean shot to the finals from in the Eastern side.
I don't know. I think, like, again, we're looking at these numbers. Last year in the playoffs, they shot 50% of their shots were from three, and they shot 31%. I don't think they're going to do that again. If they did not do that against the Knicks, I don't think they lose that series. They blew 3 20-point leads in the second half against the Knicks. They dominated the fucking Knicks, and then they bricked for 2.5 straight quarters. And then Jason Tatum blew his Achilles. I think the Knicks are trash. I think
you will see them in the second round. You will have the first round matchup with the Charlotte Hornets, probably, when they play in either them or the 76ers. I think you're going to easily gentleman sweep there. Then you're going to play the Knicks. I think you will probably take that to 6. You will win 4-2. And then whoever comes out, whoever beats Detroit in that Eastern semifinal, that's who you play.
I'm not Cade Cunningham is supposed to come back. He is supposed to come back. And if he comes back and goes on a Tyrese Halliburton style run, I mean, he's a better player than Tyrese Halliburton is, and he ended up in the finals last year. It just all depends on this injury. So if it's his lungs and he can come back and just play with any semblance of wind, he just had a nice long rest that his body is healed. So it's just all about if he's got the wind and his lungs aren't going to cave in again.
Ray gets a punctured lung every time he sleeps on his back. I just think the way the Celtics lose is they get teams get physical with them and they don't allow them to make 36% from behind the three. And the only team I see with the capability to do that are the Detroit Pistons. I think that they are you're right, Bobby. If Cunningham goes off, then singular players can win series in the NBA. We know that, but I think they're in that 2022 Celtics mix where they're a little bit young and I could see Jaylen Brown just kind of winning a game 6 or Tatum winning a game 6 and finishing them off. In summation, I think the Celtics should come out of the East. I think that they
should as well.
Absolutely should come out of the East. And the only way they're not is if they shoot 57% threes at a 31% clip and they do themselves in. Because if you don't score more points than the other team, you
lose.
Very good, class. For everybody that learned something here today and this evening and whenever you're watching it, subscribe, rate, review, tell your friends, tell your mothers, hit the subscribe button, let the algorithm do the work. We will be back before you know it with a little bit 10 questions from a guy named Rob.
Nothing like a good basement campfire.
I was just going to say that. I was going to say, when we hit it big, do you think we can get the studio to look exactly like that AI
Fuck
generation?
Fuck
exactly.
Yeah.
That would be great. That
We'll
would be great.
Get some fucking lackeys to handle the smoke.
Yeah, exactly.
Bobby knows people.
Fucking interns.
Yeah, Bobby knows people.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. I have plenty of people who I abuse for labor. First question: what should the NBA do about the 65-game rule for postseason awards?
Up it. Make it 72. Make it fucking 82. I don't give a fuck. This Luka thing. Oh, Luka, poor Luka, that fat fuck. I don't give a fuck that he can't win an award now because he got hurt. Up it. Make it 82. You got to play a full season.
I have no problem with it. If you want to put an injury clause in there, sure, but you have to go on a. Do they have a DL? Do they have a
injured? I don't think they have an injured reserve. Maybe you could put someone on the shelf for a season and get their roster spot, but I don't really know.
You can have what do they call it? It's a salary deferment. So they could have done that with Tatum this year and paid $14 million versus $50, but they didn't because he was coming back. So you can do that with a player out for the full year, but I don't think they have a designated time you have to be out if you're injured. So institute one of those, institute a 10 or 15 or 30-day injury list, and then have an injury clause for your stupid awards if you're that butthurt over it. But there's another question in here I changed of yours, Bobby, because we're going to talk about Vrabel later. The tanking and the load management, it's bad. It's bad. They have to fix that. So the 65-game thing was part of trying to help. I'm fine with it.
I don't even care because half the reason why why the players care about it, because it just affects their contracts on whatever postseason award they get or that. So I don't give a shit if they get this and these postseason awards. They just they don't mean nearly as much as what they used to. They don't carry the same shine. So I don't even whatever.
That's how they get the Supermax if you give it to all.
Yeah,
NBA
exactly.
Teams.
That's what it has to do with. And so that's the last thing I care about is these guys getting more money.
Me too. Can we have a general consensus on the show that player empowerment should go away? We had that era. We had the LeBron era in all sports. Now, fuck you. I'm here for the entertainment. You make billions. And
Adam Silver should go away. He's ruined the NBA. He ruined it.
I think LeBron ruined it, and Silver was
Silver let him. Let him.
I'm with you there.
All right, that's a good segue. What's the best way to stop tanking in the NBA?
I know the
relegation. Relegation.
I have another idea.
You could do it with basketball. You can. It's a 12-player roster. You could field it. You could force it.
You could definitely do it. And then, college basketball sucks now anyway. So
exactly,
take the top players there, make another league, and let's go. Relegation is the answer. It won't happen. What's yours, Ray?
for all the teams that don't make the playoffs, they play in a tournament, and you have to win the tournament in order to get the first pick overall.
Like a NIT.
Yep.
I'm okay with that. I heard, I don't know where I heard this. I think this is the best one. Just find the shit out of them. Just you get a
Find the ever living hell out of them.
massive. The franchise gets
I try to do that to Utah.
Massive penalty if you come in bottom 5, and it comes percentage of that comes out of the player salaries. Watch how fast those fuckers play. Play hard.
Yeah.
Find the shit out of them. Just everything should just go to the purse strings to make things better with these professional
100%.
athletes.
100%.
Well, we solved that, Adam. Give us a call, Mr. Silver.
Yep, exactly. We're here all the time. WNBA news. The Chicago Sky have traded Angel Reese to the Dream for 2 first-round picks. What's your thoughts?
Bobby, where's the Dream? What team is the Dream?
Atlanta.
Wow. Impressive.
Eat shit, Ray. As our designated WNBA expert, what's your thoughts on this move? And do you think strategically it's going to work out for the Dream?
He's not talking to me. You're the expert, Bobby. I'm not.
I said, Ray, you dumb
Ray,
bitch.
he was talking to you.
That's going to take her down a few notches. I don't think she was worth 2 first-round picks. She's probably worth 1 first-round pick. But yeah, you don't see Caitlin Clark getting traded for 2 first-round picks.
Even the WNBA teams are nerding it up and tanking. It's a fucking problem. Okay?
That's true.
It is
That's
a
true.
fucking problem. Okay? You keep good players. Dumbasses.
Very good. That was excellent WNBA analysis.
I thought so. Quick knowledge check. Ray, what is a pullout spray?
That's when I'm having intercourse with your mother. I pull it out, put it all over her chest.
What was this? I mean, what did you talk about? A layup?
I went onto a plumbing site that said funny plumbing things, and I figured it was a 50-50 shot that he would make a mother's joke or actually answer the fucking question, and then, of course, make the mother's joke. So I lost that one. That's fine. I roasted him all week in chat.
50-50 is quite generous.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I would have got 69, but whatever.
Fair enough. Stephen Gilmore is retired. Where does he
Who?
rank as all-time corner for the Pats? Stefan, sorry.
Good question. I never read
Top
these
5.
beforehand.
Top 5, maybe. I put him at 5 though.
Number 2.
Ty Law.
Number 2.
Ty Law, then it's him. Ty Law, then Gilmore.
He did win Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Didn't Aqib Talib win Defensive Player of the Year for the Patriots or no?
Shut up, Raymond. Did Gilmore get 2 Super Bowls or 3?
1. Played in 2. He Eagles and won the Rams.
Yeah. The other
Mike Haynes. That's the other one. I forgot who
Mike
it
Haynes,
was.
Hall of Famer. He was before our time.
Raymond Claiborne, Darrell Revis.
Revis played 1 year.
Really good fucking year.
It was nasty, but
Asante Samuel.
fuck off.
Wow. Okay.
I think that they've had a good list. It's a good argument. It's a good conversation. I will agree with Vine for now that Gilmore can go number 2.
Raymond, you seem to hate Gilmore. Why do you hate him so much?
I don't hate him. I just don't think he's a number 2 all time in Patriots history.
I mean, he had
top 5, yes.
Top of my head, game-winning play, AFC Championship game against the Jags, game-sealing interception against the Rams, Defensive Player of the Year, lockdown corner for how many years did he play? 5.
I think he had a 5-year contract.
They probably should not have let him go. They gave him a second contract, and then they jettisoned him after he got hurt in that second contract.
He's only here 3 years.
I think he played out his full 5.
4. 17, 18, 19, 20. 4.
Fine.
Second all time.
I don't like being corrected by you. Is Lamar going to have a bounce back year under a new coach?
No.
Yeah.
Although they did build up that offense a little bit.
Bounce back. It's all about the framing of the question. He had arguably a bad year last year based on injuries and everything else. So statistically, yeah, he'll probably have a better year.
Yeah.
It's all about whether he takes it seriously. Reporting is that he doesn't take anything seriously. If he decides to start taking it seriously again, he will. If the rumors are true, he'll keep sucking.
What pass catchers did they sign?
Oh, you would ask that.
I don't know.
I know
they still have their same guys, honestly. I think maybe they signed a tight end. I don't know.
I thought they got one guy. They never go and get anybody worth a
Draft and develop.
Yeah, I would expect the outcome to be something quite similar to previous years, where they threaten and he falls short, but he probably plays better than he did this year.
Yep.
Could have thrown touchdowns to Max Crosby in the goal line, but nope, that's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Skinny jeans or a skinny shirt? If you had to wear one.
Skinny jeans.
Jeans.
Yeah. I don't want this football being showing out in public and all these girls dropping their panties for me. Come on.
Yeah, no, that's way too
Snail
inconvenient.
trail everywhere. Fucking goddamn, Vine.
Way too inconvenient. I agree. It's a good point.
Yeah, this is we're rooting for society here.
Yeah, sorry, I won't ask questions like that again. What does Mike Vrabel have against Joe Brady?
He's a Bill. He fucking hates him. I love it. Crumble that fucking name tag up all day, baby, and just roast him.
I missed this. What happened?
They were at the coaches meeting and they all had like name tags and the team that they represented, and Mike Vrabel just took Joe Brady's and crumbled it up and threw it on the fucking table.
Hardo.
I love it.
Yep. He thinks. Go ahead.
We'll get back to Vrabel.
We'll be back to Vrabel.
He clearly has some emotional distress going on.
Bingo. What is the point of flying around the moon exactly?
Fuck
We're
you,
not.
Vine.
We're not flying around the moon. It's not real. It's not real.
The moon isn't real, or this mission isn't real?
The mission is not real. This is fake.
We're gonna cut this out.
Last question. The Giants' Dexter Lawrence has requested a trade. Is this guy even any good to be making these demands?
He's good. He's good. I'd take him. I'd take him in a heartbeat. But yeah, apparently he's not living that Giant lifestyle anymore. He doesn't like it over there.
I think the Giants are the new swamp of the NFL, and anybody with significant talent that feels like they're not getting the full amount on the field that comes out of there is probably going to give you something good.
From where I live, there's a lot of Giants fans, and I have been telling them, I don't know if you guys know this, and I'm talking to the Giants fan. Your team is sneakily one of the top 3 worst fucking franchises in the past 10 years. I don't know if you guys know this. They suck. Ever since Coughlin left, that place has been an absolute dumpster fire. And I'm sorry, Dexter Lawrence blows. He's been on a team that fucking blows, and he's supposed to be their best player, and you want me to go for him? All of you Giants fans are fucking idiots. The guy sucks. They're going to blow him out. Sorry.
Dexter Lawrence is to Bobby like Joe Brady is to Vrabel.
Mm-hmm.
He's that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. That's 10 questions with a guy named Rob. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, like and follow as we generally do for the algorithms there. We'll be back with some more earth-shattering questions from that guy named Rob. I have a feeling Dexter Lawrence is going to be back just for some, mental health opportunities for Bobby living in Connecticut, which sucks in general,
Having to deal with these Giants fans.
Yeah. We'll be back. We mentioned Vrabel. We've got a little bit on him, a little bit on the Bruins and the hot water. Both of them are in here in this next week. So we'll be right back. You like that little Bruins backdoor, Rossini, Vrabel, Nefarious. You see what I'm doing there?
We all like sexual innuendo, yes.
Yeah, word up. Where do you guys want to start? Bob, you want to go Bruins on this, or maybe you want to take the Vrabel thing? Who knows? You went first the last couple of times. I'm going to go with the Ray on this, actually, as a matter of fact. Take it where you want. You want to go? I've got Vrabel on the table for this segment. I've got the Bruins that will take 30 seconds because I'm just now going to start watching hockey this season. So don't fuck it up for me, Bruins. You know what? I'll go with my opening take. Don't fuck this up for me, Bruins. This is the time of year that I start watching hockey. You're in place to get to the playoffs and lose in the first round. You at least give me 4 playoff hockey games. It's the best time of year for a not so hockey fan, but rooting for the local team, and playoff hockey is just the best. You all saw it in the Olympics if you're not normally into it. So them making the playoffs should be top priority right now over the next course of 5 days, wherever the season has left. Don't fuck this up for me, Bruins. That's my opening take. Raymond?
Bruins are going to lose in the first round in 4 games. It's going to be really bad. This team is not built to go very far in the playoffs. You got Swayman, who's a fucking douche, and he's probably going to let some terrible goals in. They're going to get swept, and on to next year.
I'll take it. I'll take 4 games of playoff hockey. I just said that. Just don't collapse colossally in is colossally a word? Pretty sure it is now.
Nope.
In the next
Usually used to describe my dong.
All right, Captain Colossus, why don't you give us your opening take?
Certainly. I'll address the Vrabel situation. There's 2 ways to look at this. One, from a simple mind perspective, it's awesome. Who doesn't want to dick down hot chicks? Solid move. Okay. But if we actually look at this from perspective, Vrabel just lost a lot of credibility. Now, while he's in there with a lot of guys are going to think, oh, that's cool, Vrabel did this or that. Then when it comes down to push it and it goes to the brass tacks and he's talking about making decisions and being a good decision maker and doing this or that, you fucking weren't, buddy, and they know it now. And they're always now going to start thinking in the back of their fucking head, this guy's a goof.
Yeah, the Vrabel thing's just real annoying. Just like
it's really it's so
come on,
stupid.
Man.
So stupid.
Oh,
she's a smoke show.
I mean, whatever. Could you just wait? Could you just wait till you
just don't fucking hug up on her outside? Just ram her in a hotel room and keep it moving. It's not that difficult.
Obviously, we are assuming everyone has been brought up to speed on the Diana Rossini, Mike Vrabel scandal. Rossini and Vrabel were both linked, seen holding hands, just like the worst of it all. Sunbathing, sharing a hot tub at a resort in Sedona, Arizona, on April 7th. Shortly after the publication, Rossini and Vrabel, who are both married, denied anything upward that was going on. They went on to say the elaborate bullshit that came out of these 2 idiots' mouths was something else. Vrabel said that he went with his buddies and drove like 4 hours just to hang out with these chicks. Talk about their hike. Rossini said that, it's just part of the job. You hang out with professional athletes as a reporter. Look, Vrabel's going to be okay. What you said, Bobby, is absolutely true. There's going to be some blowback there, maybe in the locker room, in the fan base, credibility. Robert Kraft doesn't have much to stand on. That guy was getting exactly. Off by sex workers in Florida. So he's fine. Rossini, that's going to be a tough thing to deal with. Like every time she gets a scoop, she'll be like, well, who'd she take a hike with this time, which sucks for her. Like, would you come on? For me, it's just annoying. It's just fucking annoying as a fan. Like, all right, so now here we go. Another goddamn scandal when we're trying to build back from the depths of shit.
Yep. Just when we were coming off a season where we were likable again, now Vrabel's out there fucking plowing everybody he can find.
Someone's got to get in it. Just go own it, apologize, deal with it. And Belichick went through like 3 wives. Like you got to put a little bit of that vinegar in it there, Vrabel. You got to own that shit and move forward here. We want a football season. Back to the Bruins there, Raymond. They are lost in overtime to the Hurricanes, and you mentioned it. Swayman and his business school degree have seemed to fallen on their face. Next game is not till Saturday. They're 4 points up in the Senators for the first wildcard spot, 6 points up on the Blue Jackets. They all have a game in hand on the Bruins at this point in time. To finish the season, you have the Lightning, those very own Blue Jackets, and the Devils. Again, it would be a Bobby-sized dong collapse if they were not to make the playoffs at this point in time. 6 points up with 3 games left. But crazier things have happened, and I want those 4 games in the playoffs. Either to get pissed off at Swayman.
You deserve them.
More pissed off at Pasternak. Thank you, Bobby. I think I do deserve them. Let's go.
Well, you don't have to watch NESN Plus either, so you can actually watch it on NBC or TNT. It's nice. You don't have to pay $30 to watch the Bruins. It's going to be very enjoyable.
That's true. I have a built-in excuse. I'm out of market. NESN 360 and that garbage product does not let you watch games out of market.
So stupid.
Through a streaming service.
So
that fucking makes sense to me. Make it make sense that in a world of streaming and the internet worldwide internet, www. I can't just stream whatever I want as a grown working man with discretionary income to throw to the masses. Just let me fucking pay for it. I'll pay for it. Still can't watch shit. It's out there. I know it's out there. Just give it to me. Give it to me. But no, I have to wait till the playoffs to actually watch it. So don't screw this up for me, Bruins. There you go. There's our Vrabel Bruins minutes. We'll be right back tonight with this or that with Chief Bobby. Go. Oh, subscribe, rate, review. Tell your friends. Tell your mothers.
AI makes Rich look fat.
It does. The robots think Rich is a fat fuck. Makes me look good though.
Does. Yeah. AI gets you spot on every time. Me and Rich.
Exactly.
Yeah. They've got a lot of data on the natives.
True that.
And they do, and they like to see me on their screens. Here's a question. The Easter egg Reese's that you get only at Easter time or a regular Reese's? Which one's
Regular
better?
Reese's. Regular
All
Reese's.
Easter candy can
Suck
bite
it.
me. It
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
The
Take your
Easter Reese's is better. You're both fucking retards, okay?
So
no, it's
stupid.
better.
So
It
dumb.
tastes better. It's a better distribution of
small.
whatever that peanut butter filling is. It's a better
no-
distribution.
No, wrong. There's no better ratio from peanut butter chocolate than the Reese's cup. That is perfection. Can't get better than that.
Yep.
And all Reese's candy, I mean, I'm sorry, all Easter candy can fuck off. It stinks. Your jelly beans and your peeps and your crap.
That
Get
is
out
all
of here.
garbage candy. That is all garbage candy. I'm in agreement, but however, you are unfortunately both wrong here. Here's another question. Go missing and become a Netflix documentary, or you have to solve the case of a missing person.
Well,
There's
if I go missing, then I'm dead. So I'd
No,
like to
you're
be
just
one.
missing. They don't know where you are. You're missing.
There's only one answer here.
Go missing.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I think it was on Barstool. I think Jerry Thornton had it. He's following the conspiracy theory of the missing scientists revolved around like high-end space technology. There's like 8 scientists that have either gone missing or been murdered.
No shit.
So, yeah, maybe we can get into some quantum physics on the show, and they can all just piece us out.
That'd be nice.
Here you
That
go.
would be an
There's a
interesting way to find out if it's real.
free plug for Barstool and Jerry Thornton. Go check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Have to fight 3 big zombies or 50 toddlers when an attitude problem.
50 toddlers. I would like to smack the shit out of some toddlers.
How big are these zombies? I mean, zombies are just
That's
humans.
3
Pretty
big.
fucking big zombies, dude.
It's
big.
definitely toddlers is the only answer. They're not, they're not going to get you. One bite by the zombie.
I'm pretty sure you would be overwhelmed with 50 toddlers. I think you could fight your way through about 25, but then you'd get tired, and then the other 25 would just overwhelm you.
What are they going to do?
What kind of zombies are these?
Just smother you and just hold you down with their toddler full strength.
So they are not physically going to end my life. I'm going to do it myself, just out of the pure exhaustion and rage.
Yeah, exactly. After you've savagely beat down 30 of them, the other 22 just smother you, and then the other 30, even though with their injuries, crawl on you, and you just smother to death in
singing annoying songs and whining
just in a blanket of
off
toddler.
myself.
Tell me how
Yeah.
good, though, that first toddler when you fucking nail him in the face. is
Oh,
gonna
whatever
feel.
toddler ends up first, and you
Oh.
just
Oh,
Deck that.
annihilate that fucking kid. That'd be like a Jose Canseco over the fucking green monster. Home run. You just fucking
and then you don't even
nail
say
that kid.
All right,
he
we
just
are on
gets
the
off
verge
some
of-
toddler deke. He just woohoo! He just pulls a hip drop on you and uppercuts you right in the dick.
I love to see Ray get beat the hell out of by toddlers with just Ray
just
overly confident.
It's a toddler with a
fucking
head in the
destroy them.
90th percentile. It just rams him right in the fucking dick.
Oh no! He goes down. Just doesn't put up a single bit of fight.
Well, the best thing is Ray's dick is so low to the ground, the toddler's head will be right there. Just
Yeah.
boom.
You'd actually get his nuts first because they hang like.
Hang very low. They'd probably play speed
Exactly.
bags on him.
Yeah. So my advice is fight the zombies. You'll have a better chance. Speaking of children, you have to have multiple wives or dozens of children.
Dozens of children because I'm just gonna go get milk and cigarettes and never come back.
Wrong answer.
Multiple wives at once?
Yes, like you have to have like 6 wives at once
Sounds miserable.
or 24 children. And I'll give you the answer after you say it is.
24?
Correct.
Oh, wives. You have to go wives.
Well, exactly, because you just only treat one good and then just ram the others whenever you want to. Just treat the other 5 like shit.
This feels like the first question we should ask Mike Vrabel when he comes on the show.
Yeah.
Ray's just gonna abandon his children.
Ray's going for the Netflix doc.
Yeah. Later. I'm going missing.
Yeah, very good.
Gone missing.
Yeah.
I like this question. Every time you interact with a new person, they get to leave a Yelp review about you, or every time that you interact with somebody new, you have to leave a review about them.
Ooh, I want to leave a review about them.
It's a lot of work.
Way too much work. Go ahead, leave a review.
Yep. Leave the review. I don't want to.
Comment on their review.
Yeah, or respond in kind. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for it. I'm sorry to hear that you felt that way.
I'm sorry to
We'd
hear
like
that
to
you
offer you a
felt that way.
50% discount on time next time you see.
Exactly. It's not my fault that your father doesn't love you.
Hope you find your dad. Good luck.
Yeah, exactly.
But how many
God, Ray,
interact? Oh yeah,
I
because
think
that's a
you've
lot
been
of people
wrong
you
with every
interact with.
question so far today.
Yeah,
Ray.
that's a
you
lot of people you suck. Yeah. All right. Well, maybe I'll redeem myself on the next one.
Yeah, here's an Apple TV or HBO Max.
HBO Max.
It's Apple TV.
What's good on Apple TV? Like, I don't know there's any good programs on Apple TV.
Lasso, Silo, Shrinking, Tehran. I could go on.
Game of Thrones,
Horses.
Sopranos.
Apple TV has
Uh,
good content. It's just like you don't need to have Apple TV for more than like 2 months at a time. It's like you get Apple
I keep getting
TV
it
for
for
2
free.
months, you watch the content, and then you just get rid of it. And
What's
then
on
you
HBO
wait.
Max right now? Game of Thrones has been over for 8 years. What's on HBO Max right now? You watch
Game of Thrones. There's a new Game of Thrones series on.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms. That was 4 episodes or whatever. It's over.
The new season of the Game of Thrones is coming up. The one
House
with
of the Dragons. So there's
Dragons.
one series of shows, each arguably worse than the original, that you're going with. No, it's Apple TV. They're bangers after bangers after bangers.
HBO has more content, but a lot of it's old, and you've already seen it. At least Apple's got some new stuff.
You stink, Ray. You stink at this.
Oh, maybe this
All right,
one.
Here
I'll
you
get
go.
one.
You have 2 more chances to redeem yourself. Spend 60 days underwater serving your country, or 60 days on a container ship fighting off pirates.
60 days on a container fighting off pirates.
Idiot.
So,
So stupid.
so that sounds awful. Now, being on a
That's
submarine
amazing.
for 60 days doesn't sound. Well, you're just mad because you didn't get in the Navy. So that's
You
why
can't even beat 50 toddlers. You think you're going to fight off pirates?
Yeah,
Not a
we'll have
chance.
weapons and fucking hoses to spray them.
Swashbuckler.
Yeah,
I've watched Game of Thrones nonstop for the last decade. I know how to beat. I know how to sword fight.
Yeah. yeah.
No, I think being on that submarine would be very cozy, and I'd leave with a sense of pride. And
Yeah,
Oh,
I
but
mean
save
that's
us.
an easy. That's an easy one. I think I would hate being on a submarine, but I would also hate being on a submarine with fucking Jack Sparrow trying to stab me the whole time.
Whatever.
pirates are a thing, though, these days. It's interesting. You can read about it. They're there. Pirates. They're back. They're back.
Reading is Ray words on pages, and
Ah.
sometimes it's on your phone.
Thank you. I
Without
appreciate that.
boobs.
No boobs.
Ah. Here's a good one. You can only express yourself through your art, or every 10 minutes you have to fart.
I already
do both.
One of these. I already do one of these, so I'm going to continue. Every 10 minutes, I'm going to fart.
Farting's pretty sick.
Pretty easy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just fart. I think you're just gonna fart all day.
Yeah, I think the farting is the answer. Doing art sounds difficult. I don't want to do art.
You're
Yep.
lazy, Vine. You don't want to do a lot of things.
Path
No, I
of least
don't.
resistance.
Mm-hmm.
Bingo.
That was good. Did you? No, the only one you got right is the fart one.
Thank
right?
you. So, man.
Yeah. No, we found your expertise. If you're looking for more expertise, come back every Tuesday night or hit the subscribe and leave a review. Give us a like so you don't miss it next time. We'll be back tonight to finish the show with Simplest Minds of the Week.
Oh, back to school to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool.
I will say, I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, I do have family members with Down syndrome. It almost got me. I dodged it, but it nicked me. Bit of a day walker myself.
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as stupid does.
Simplest Minds of the Week coming from producer Ray this week. Have you got 4?
You got one.
Oh, okay. 4 in the hopper. Let's just kick it off. We've got Blue Jays foul ball.
Fly ball down the right side, and it'll twist off foul.
I did say that one. I remember that one.
It was Cubs Rays. My fault. It was Cubs Rays.
Cubs Rays.
That looks like your average baseball fan.
That's a full moon. That's why they go around the moon.
With a real red ass.
What's next? We got hardest substance.
Hardest substance you've ever taken? Probably when I one time I was sitting on the toilet and I decided to try and eat my own shit, and that it didn't go well.
What the fuck?
Nothing? No, you didn't think that was funny?
No, I'm just when you do the Simplest Minds of the Week, we get a real insight into the day of the life of the Bod Pod. And
oh, come on. The guy asked him, what's the hardest substance you ever taken? He says he's sitting on a toilet and he tried to eat his own shit.
This is more of a physical comedy segment for me. Watching wizards talk about eating shit is like that's
Yeah, I want to see nut shots. That's what I want.
Fine.
Going down some different paths here. Okay, here you go. Pool hesitation.
All right, on 3. When I tell you to pull out a little, pull out a little. 1, 2, 3. Ah, shit. I hesitated, hurt my arm. I hurt my shoulder. Oh, shit. I hesitated and I slipped. You know what? I should just.
There you go.
Is that better? Is that better?
That's where I
I
like it.
hesitated and I slipped.
There's not a lot of things I like more than a good, proper, oh shit. Oh shit.
shit.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
The hesitation. I shouldn't have hesitated.
I hurt my shoulder. Buddy, you fell in a pool.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't look like he has a pool body.
No, not quite. All right, here you go. Last one. Rope swing.
Let go.
I'm good.
I'm good. Can you do it one more time? Why is that guy breathing? Like
That heavy breathing makes me laugh. He's like,
let go.
Let go.
I'm good.
Another day in Florida.
Yeah, it does not sound like that man had a pool body either. All right, there you go. Always ending on a laugh. If you want to end on a laugh, great segue, Rich. Get the subscribe button, like, review, follow us. Don't miss a thing. And until then, we will see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
bye-bye.